I was 31 and I knew I needed more. I didn't feel like my true self. I had to take a deeper look at what my life was and what do I see for myself and who do I know that I am.
I am Saint, and I'm 1 month into my transition. I am Saint, and I'm 2 months into my transition. I am Saint, and I'm 3 months into my transition.
I am Saint, and I'm 18 months or a year. Yo, I haven't done this in so long. It's been a minute. I am Saint. I am 1 year, 6 months, or 18 months on T. Major love to all of you who have been with me in this hallway before. So many emotional moments, so many deep moments. Man, just so much love has come, and I haven't done one of these updates obviously in a really long time. Today, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope that you are able to be celebrating it with maybe some local family or some friends, or virtually this year. If not, you're just doing something with yourself to, show yourself some self-love. If you're here, I love you. Thank you for being here, choosing to be here with me on this day. It really means a lot to me. I'm at where my mind is at in all these things, transition-wise and life-wise. So yeah, let's get into it. Hold up, Bay and Sage. Hello?
You recording?
Yeah. So yeah, 1 year, 6 months. I want to say that I'm going to keep this shorter than I have in the past, but you know how deeply I feel things, and yeah, there's a lot of heavy hitting stuff, a lot of things that I want to update you on. I love where I'm at. I'm absolutely just super happy. I'm in a different space, I think, this time around. 1 year, 6 months in. It's like I'm just used to the life now. I feel like I'm living out every day. Happy for, I go with my ups and downs, but for the most part, just so much more confident, so much more happy, just so much more, like I've said before, aligned. And as each month goes on and on, that just comes out more and more. Let's go through some of the things some of the milestones since month 3. Top surgery, that's crazy. Yes, top surgery. I have this stuff written down because I want to make sure I hit everything in the update. This time last year, I was 2.5 weeks out from top surgery. So I was preparing for that. This time this year, right now, I am now partners with the Gender Confirmation Center and Dr. Mosser's office. I've shouted them out several times. That's where I had my top surgery done with Dr. Mosser in San Francisco. But through those videos and posting my reveal video and the, leading up to the surgery, after the surgery, the update video, 9 months, through those videos, Dr. Mosser has actually seen those, and we are now joining forces to bring more awareness in the area of top surgery and just gender affirmation as a whole, because that's what the Gender Confirmation Center is. And now we'll be able to amplify each other's voices. In order for us to bring that awareness, we want to hear from you. We want to hear your questions and your comments and things that you're concerned about before your top surgery or after, or whatever the question is. Leave those down below so that we know those areas to focus on first or most. Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot more content coming soon. For me personally, I'll be going in to see Dr. Mosser again for my scar, because as you know, right here in the middle of my scar, I think it's hypertrophy. I don't ever get technical. I'm gonna let Dr. Mosser do his thing. That's his area. He now is expecting me to be filming these, and so now I can come up with the right things to ask. He can enlighten all of us in this area. So if you guys have your own questions, your own comments, things like that, I know the world is crazy right now. They're still performing top surgeries, but people do travel here. I don't know how traveling is, but maybe if you are local in the Bay Area, San Francisco, it's really an amazing place to go. Everything comes full circle, so shout out universe to making that all just come back full circle around this timing to make that connection now. It's never ending. It's not just that moment of having top surgery, it's all the days after it. It is, just how life just hits you and you just feel euphoric, and it just only gets better. You start working out, which leads me to a point that I'll get to in a second. After top surgery, I became a dad in June. Documented that here as well. Trans dad. It's the most amazing feeling ever to be guiding such a, new, young life that's just full of life and beautiful moments that make me relive life again fresh, which is perfect timing because myself as Saint now, aligned finally in my true self. To me to kind of witness life again from zero up again anyways, and so to do that with my daughter, it feels so natural because she's learning me, I'm learning her. We're both, there's so much learning going back and forth, and really it's like a cosmic love between us. Yeah, anyway, I can go on forever. I love my child, I love my lady. It's a beautiful life. There's been some vlogs, there'll be more vlogs. Don't want to be, showing too much, but it is also nice to show you guys that lifestyle because you've given me that feedback that, hey, it's about representation, and you appreciate me sharing my story for that hope that it gives you that you can have a family too. Yeah, I want to shed some more light on that process. I know people have questions. I'll see what I'm willing to answer. What else happened? Yeah, so in month 3, you probably saw that I didn't have a beard. I sat here and I talked about my neck and how I would pick these hairs, right? And how I wanted a beard. I'm now here. Trying to get the jawline's coming nicely. Yeah, man, I'm feeling amazing. I'm obviously passing. I think that's the biggest difference. I think we should just call that out, like, whoa, I'm passing. But what's crazy, the biggest thing I can tell you, even when you're passing, you internally, well, at least for me, and this is what I'm gonna lead to in just a second about how I feel about my former self, but when you're finally passing, people see you as passing, but like you're not looking at yourself unless you're in a mirror and things like that, but like you're not seeing what they're seeing, and you've presented a certain way, and now you still kind of feel like that internally because like that's just what you know, that's just what you are now unlearning. So yeah, unlearning is the key word, and that's what I'll say about that because I could go on forever about that topic, and I actually have something else planned later for that, so we'll get back into all of that in the future. But for now, it's really crazy, and I'm still, even after top surgery, even after, having the beard, I cut my hair, that's another update. Grew a beard, cut my hair, cut off my locks. I've dyed my hair, which you guys missed the best part of the coloring because I just never got around to filming when I had it, but it was more silver, and I'll actually put a little thing up right here so you can see when I have the waves. And I actually had a huge moment of dysphoria last video for Trans Awareness Week because I don't know, in person I had the curls and it looked really good in person, but on camera it didn't like translate in that way, and so I'm like having this like moment of dysphoria, like I'm not posting this video, there's no way I'm gonna post that, there's no way, I don't want people seeing me look like that, but it's literally real. The awareness is that we experience dysphoria always. It's just always kind of there. Yes, it kind of goes away or it finds itself manifested in another form, but it's there and it's real. Let's see, what else? Really, this is just like a lot of massive updates. I don't want to understate any of these things. It's taken a moment for me to months to kind of sit with all of these things that I'm living this massive of a different but still very real and familiar life. Internally, it's familiar in a sense, but externally it's not. And yeah, it's just like it's such a huge difference between where I'm at now, and I love it, but I still have my moments. I just want to be completely transparent and say that yeah, I do have my moments where I'm like, I'm breaking down, I'm crying, I'm like just trying to process things, but I need to go to work or whatever the case may be. But having those moments where I'm like, I feel like I call them my glitches, but having those moments of just rawness, like that still exists and that still matters, that still happens. Sometimes before a shot day, sometimes I still do feel down, so still want to bring awareness to like the parts that aren't just so magical and euphoric, because it's not all like that. There are still very real moments that you process, and having to process past traumas, or maybe realizing trauma that you didn't know was trauma in the time, but now you're like, wow, that's actually what it was. So yeah, with that said, I actually want to say, since it's Thanksgiving, like I said, I just really am here first and foremost to say thank you to all of you for actually being here with me and getting me to this point in some of these things. Thank you for being here with me, because the thing with Dr. Mosser, I don't think it wouldn't be what it is without you being here and supporting those videos. So outside of the love for you, like I said, I'm grateful for this life. It's hard kind of sometimes what I grapple with is knowing where the world is, and knowing that through the comments and the messages that mostly there's a younger audience in the trans community, and it just really makes me always sit with, how can I help? How else can I help? How can I be more of an assistance? So I know I talked about some things earlier on. Again, if you saw those videos 1 through 3, you would know. I've talked about some ideas, but I'm getting back to those ideas and some others, extending it further. Really continue to help the community. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But now, the next part of this video, one more update. One more update. After top surgery comes fitness. We're all excited for that. It's a natural flow. While we're taking testosterone, it's also a natural thing that we're working out, either still or just starting, whatever the case is. We fall in love with working out in a way that we have never felt before. It's really intense, and it's the greatest way to affirm yourself, blow off steam, just so many things at once. The most therapeutic thing, and I know we all feel it. And so this announcement right here makes me so excited for the fact that it's reignited this athlete in me that I knew for so long in my past life, which we'll talk about. There's a reason for that athlete to come back out. That is because I am now an elite ambassador for FNX Fit. Elite athlete, your boy. They picked me. Yeah, it's just massive. We'll get into how it all happened, but what I want to say is I'm just super aligned with them. I love everything that they stand for. It's a lot of what I stand for, and I'll dive deeper into all of that in all of the fitness videos coming up since we're partnered with FNX Fit. FNX Fit athlete, I've been using them before this, so it's not just brand new. Like, this just kind of secured me in a way that I have more things to look forward to and potential that is there so long as I tap into it. And I am super excited what that means, just because, like I said, fitness, we all, not just myself, but all of us, we love fitness. We feel the most like ourselves when we're in the gym. So this will be supplements that will help our lifestyles, not that we're reliant on them, but things that supplement and help assist things that we're already doing. So yeah, my partnership with FNX Fit, you guys can head over and get 20% off every order of yours with my code SAINT33. FNX Fit, SAINT33, 20% off every order. Link in the description or bio. You can find all the details. I've got things mapped out, from the proteins, from wellness, recovery, pre-workout, all of that stuff. I'll do way more detailed videos about all of those, breaking it down, and you'll see me tracking my fitness goal. Now that top surgery, I'm recovering, like I said in the last video, top surgery update, recovering from this scar as I continue to recover from it, but also as I now work that into coming back as an athlete enough to get busy with this. I love what I have done for myself with all this, and that's just to shout out and say thank you and self-love on the day of Thanksgiving and showing thanks. And of course we have our rituals that we do daily, but also just taking this moment to really say, I'm really set. Like, I feel good. I'm in the right space. I'm exactly where I always was working to get. I'm here. Everything is planted. It's just up. It's just a matter of time. And I went into, I checked in with my doctor even. I had another check-in, blood work and all of that. And it was the same thing. It was like, you're in a really good spot. It's like, you're good. Like, it's just a matter of time happening and time. And, I'm a year and a half in, and I know that I still have so much more potential. I look at people at 4, years or 5 years or whatever, and I just know that as long as I'm applying myself every day that I can, given my schedule and whatever in life, but still just showing up for myself and really working towards this fitness goal and reigniting that athlete, like I said, that college athlete. Like, I didn't know I would ever be tapping back into that, but it's time, and I know that I need to activate something so I can get to the body goals that I always saw for myself as a young kid. And so I'll break all of that down. Tons of videos to come, throwing back to basketball, back to, just why fitness and health and wellness means so much to me in my life. So my life in my past 31 years, today is about love. Love for others, love for yourself. And so the love for yourself part is where I'm gonna end this. And the love for myself is, I am just so incredibly grateful, incredibly proud, and inspired even by my younger, former self. I lived a life for 31 years, you guys, 30 years before I started transitioning, before I realized even that, that was the thing I was supposed to do, why I was feeling like what I was feeling all my life. It was 30 years of internally fading away over time, but also knowing that better was coming. I was working towards it, but I didn't know what the end, like, mind-blowing part was gonna be, which was transitioning into this form that I'm in and in my evolution. I love that, and that's very true. Why I'm calling that out is because so many of my basketball teammates, basketball was such a huge thing for me. And so things that I love about my former self was the fact that I got myself through an incredibly tough life internally while no one really knew what was going on. I did that. My mindset got me there. My mom, my family, the love was there in my household. I had that. My sister, my dad. I was able to learn a mindset. I was able to learn several mindsets. To be able to just have that foundation set that I then activated by the drive I had from being an athlete and just wanting the success for myself, just for myself, because I was someone I just didn't feel like right inside, so I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't talk to people. I was just quiet. I would play basketball, I would go to school, and that was it. And I would just keep it moving. I was a creative, and I made the decision. This is what I'm proud of most. I'm like feeling like I'm gonna tear up in here, and I don't want to do that. But what I'm proud of most is that I literally said to myself that I was gonna make a sacrifice of my one love that had gotten me through everything. Like I played through college. I had a scholarship to the Academy of Art that I was gonna, hold up one second. I didn't want to do this. I just knew internally something wasn't right. And so I just said, I was playing basketball. I knew basketball wasn't gonna get me as a past life female, wasn't gonna get me where I wanted to be in life. It just doesn't provide. Hell, I'm not even a female, god damn it. So I loved creating. I just found a love for it in high school, a love for designing. So I said to myself that I was gonna make a sacrifice right there, one love for another. Basketball for design, I was gonna switch it out, and design would be what would set my career off. This was back in high school. Everything I did was with intention, and everything that I'm living right now is because I set that intention. Really don't want to do this anymore. I can't remember, man. That's what's up. That's my realness. That's all I can do. Can't even hide that I cried because I can literally see it in my eyes. It's all good, man. This is what it is. Like, you have these moments where everything hits you and you just break down, but it feels amazing. Like, it's the most therapeutic thing. No one can process these feelings but us, y'all. Seriously, that's real. But make sure you also checking in with, mental health and taking care. Making sure you have someone that you're giving that proper release. 31 years of feelings and things like that, only I can process that. And I don't know when certain things will come to realization, but that will only happen because I lived it. How I feel about my former self is that I'm just so proud and inspired, like I said, for that natural born will and determination to just create amazing stuff, to just be a great human, be committed to something. And do it with everything that I can, just because I want to. For me, I lived for 31 years in a way that I am very proud of. I have a lot to bring to the table, so that's what I'll be focusing on, and you can see that more in 2021. I'm grateful that I was able to live that, to get myself to this point, that I even made it to this point, living with that huge chest, living with this, you can see it on me. Like, I look back at those photos and I see it, but I love myself. I love my past self. I love myself in that pain I was feeling. I love myself for all the happiness I felt. I was also very happy for other reasons, for all the things that I just listed out, like playing college basketball, like at an art school, for in history, making history. Like, these things are massive. Like, having my Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from the Academy of Art University, these things that I set out for in my past have happened. I've brought them to fruition through my action and my constant dedication and my will for better for myself and for now my families, for all of us. This is just to say, like, hey, all that hard work that I was doing when I was younger, look, it's all gotten me to where I wanted it to go, and really didn't believe it. I believed, but it's like, yo, when it happens, oh my God, all I do is, honestly, I look around and I want that for other people. And so I will help other people. Other than that, like I said, having my degree from the Academy of Art University in web design and new media, it hit me the other week that I am now using my degree in full capacity. What that means is I majored in web design and new media. New media meaning anything new that is media, like video, anything, new type of design, being able to design in that space. And so I'm doing that in my career as a senior product designer in fintech. Also, I had a new job. That's another update from month 3 since now. That is UI, UX, user experience, user interface design, visual design, marketing design, anything design that a product needs, like that's what I'm doing. That, and then these videos now, the photography. I've always done photography, I've always loved it. I actually did that way before video, so the fact that I'm even doing video now is like, wait, but you do photo. And just in so many ways, and all the things that I learned in my past career jobs before the one that I have now, just all the aspects of things, and how I just can now take all of those past experiences of that life and do what I'm doing right now in all the spaces that I'm doing it. And that's because of my past self. And I just want to say thank you, former self, for your everything. I love you. Thank you for existing so that I can now come out and shine and take everything that you started and take that shit tenfold. Just love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. If I missed anything, we're gonna get to it in the next videos because I'm not going anywhere. Subscribe. See you guys next time. All right, wouldn't be a proper update without seeing baby Sage herself. So here she is in all of her 5-month glory. How are you, baby? She went on a walk while I filmed for Mom. All right, y'all, I'm out for dad life.